Hello Facebook land again. It's episode 3 of our educational series to get you guys informed with all the little bits and pieces of information that we have in our heads to try and translate it to you guys. Now, one thing that we find a lot in the shop, anytime someone hires equipment and hires tanks in particular, we ask them whether they need a DIN or a yoke tank. And most people honestly have no idea what the difference is. So this is just a quick little video to show you guys what the difference between DIN and yoke is. Keeping in mind that it is personal preference, but there are some technical reasons that they're different as well. So if we zoom on in a little bit. All right, so we've got these valves here, guys. So these are just our normal DIN K valves. All right, they're called different things in different regions, but in Australia and in Melbourne, this is what we call them. So what you can see here, this has got an opening. If you can see that one in there. All right, that's because we can get a DIN regulator. So this one here is DIN. So those of you that have an end of their first stage that looks like this, all right, that has got a threaded opening that you can basically put that into. So the DIN goes in. So DIN and in. Hopefully you'll all remember that now. All these like little tricks to remember stuff. All right, so that goes all the way in. Now if you get around this way, can you see it, Ross? So you can see how with a normal standard 232 pressure valve, you get a little bit of an overlap when it comes to your regulator. All right, you don't get this when it comes to these 300 bars. So with your DIN, we always comment that these 300 bar valves are just a never-ending thread. So when you put this one in, understanding that this isn't the right twin setup regulator system, but just to show you, and they just keep going and going and going, and keep going a bit more. And there we go. So you can see from here now, this is a 300 bar valve, and that thread goes all the way in. So the whole 7 bits or 7 threads on this DIN system will go all the way in, whereas the other one for the 230 bar valve will only go through 5 threads, which is why it hangs out a little bit. All right, so that's a DIN system. So the DIN goes in yet again. All right, the other system that you have, obviously, is the yoke system. So it looks like this. All right, sometimes it's called A-clamp. But most people will just call it a yoke. So yoke has got an O in it, so it has on. So yoke is on. So you get this, you undo it, and it sits on there. We're all pretty familiar with that. So they're majority of the stuff that you will find is yoke systems in Australia. But again, personal preference. All right, so yoke goes on, DIN goes in. Just a bonus little bit of information for you. These valves are essentially the same thing, and we can unscrew this little fitting. All right, it's an 8mm Allen key, and you can see here, so you've got an O-ring here on the inside, which will be at the back of the valve, and then an O-ring here as well. So one of the technical reasons why DIN is, I suppose, technically better, again being personal preference, is it eliminates 2 different O-rings. So you've only got the one O-ring within your regulator system that seals at the back of the valve, rather than having 2, and then your yoke system sitting across it. Now, one thing that you need if you get DIN, please keep this in mind and get one of those, is these adapters. They're amazing. So you can convert the DIN system by screwing that on the back, and then that becomes a normal yoke system, which is super, super cool. I think that's pretty much it, guys. So remember, DIN is in, yoke is on. Get yourselves an 8mm Allen key, leave it in your toolkit so that you can remove these fittings should you need to. Even if you don't have a DIN system, they're really, really good to do, because sometimes the O-rings at the back but sort of fracture a little bit. So if you get air leaking out, it might not be the front O-ring, it might be the back one. And yeah, there you go. That's something you learnt today. Hope you have a beautiful day and an amazing weekend. See you soon.